Hey guys, this is Alex from MarketWise Asia. Thank you for watching this video. So in this video, I will just do a very quick walkthrough on how to use the Forex SeasonalVantage. Okay, so before I kickstart this session over here, just a very quick disclaimer. Whatever I share in this video is just for education purpose. It is not a recommendation to tell you what to buy or what to sell. So please do your own due diligence. This is not financial advice. Okay, so let's kickstart this session. Okay, so you should have received this SeasonalVantage Forex report. It should look something like this. Okay, it could be other months. Okay, that doesn't matter. But for this case, okay, this is the August 2023 report over here. Later I will show you how to use it. Okay, but first of all, okay, for those who are new to seasonals or seasonality, you might not understand what is this report used for. Okay, just to let you know, seasonals or seasonality, okay, is used to identify high probability trading opportunities. And just a very quick, okay, a definition first. Seasonals or seasonality is the tendency, okay, for securities. It could be stocks, it could be commodities, it could be futures, it could be forex, okay, to perform better during some time period and worse off during other period. Okay, so seasonality is not news. You can find some of the data in other platforms, for example, in stock chart, but it doesn't give you the specific like time period. So for example, like 1st August to maybe say 15 August, the kind of specific time period. So just to share one more example on what is seasonals, in case you still don't understand why is it, the application is, for example, it's like this. Okay, Microsoft, do you know, okay, it rose 100% okay of the time over the past 10 years in October, which means that seasonally, okay, Microsoft, tend to perform extremely well during October. So it tells you, okay, not to sell short, okay, or not to sell Microsoft during this period of time, and it give you the more kind of confidence that Microsoft could go up in October because the history, okay, is with you. Okay, so this is how it applies on seasonals, and this applies to the forex as well. So for example, certain pairs, it could be dollar index, the euro, the pound dollar tends to go up or go down during certain time of the month. And as I mentioned, right, okay, the seasonality can help you identify high probability trading opportunities and also can help you fine tune your trade timing as well. And there are different ways that you could use this report. Okay, you could use it as a watch list, okay, and wait for the right technical setup, then you enter into a trade, because you could be already a seasoned traders, okay, and you already have your own kind of entry or trigger, exit, that kind. So you can use this SeasonalVantage, okay, as a watch list, okay. And if you are a beginner, okay, you can use it for a confirmation or keeps you on the right side of the trend. Options trading is more for stocks, all right. And later I'll go through this offer for the stocks as well. So I'll go through this report right now. So in this report, okay, there's two sections over here. One is the bullish and the other one, it is the bearish, okay. So all right, so of course for bullish, I believe most of you should know there's a tendency for it to go higher, all right, and bearish, there's a tendency for it to go down lower. Okay, so just to take note, in this report, okay, all the currencies are based on the futures, okay, it's not on the spot forex. So you might ask, okay, what is what's the difference between spot and futures? Okay, normally if you trade some of the brokers currencies, right, they are normally through spot forex. Okay, be it you are trading through IG, okay, they are typically spot forex. You are trading between the brokers. It's over the counter, so you settle it between you and your broker, or for example, you go to the money changer and exchange the money with them. Now this is also over the counter. Whereas for futures, okay, it is traded over the exchange. It's a centralized exchange. It's just like how you trade stocks, okay. For example, if you're trading stocks, it is traded over the New York Stock Exchange. Okay, if you're trading the some of the Nasdaq stock, it is traded over the Nasdaq Stock Exchange. So for the futures, it is normally traded through the CME, futures exchange. And just to let you know over here, so for the there are a few core currencies future over here. So this is the euro, yen, British pound, Canadian, Australian, Mexican, New Zealand dollar. Okay, euro, British are not so common. Okay, and the product symbol is like this. Okay, 6E euro, 6J, J stands for the Japanese yen, 6B, stands for British pound, C stands for Canadian, A Aussie, okay, and Mexican, and Kiwi, that's New Zealand and such. Okay, but just to let you know, there are some way of convention naming that's different. So for example, okay, typically in the spot forex it is USD, okay, versus JPY. All right, JPY. But for the futures, it is actually JPY and over USD. So the movement is kind of inverse. Okay, if you don't understand what I'm trying to say, doesn't matter. Okay, I will see whether I got a chance to share it with you later. So just to let you know, so these are the product symbol for the futures, the 6E, 6J, 6B, 6C, etc. So this is what you are going to see on the SeasonalVantage, for example, like Japanese yen, 6J, Swiss franc, 6S, Euro, 6E, British pound, 6B, so on and so forth. Okay, so in this example over here, how to read that? The symbol is 6J. Companies, or you can just treat it as the currencies, because actually this is meant for the stocks, equities, but I just use it for the currencies as well. So for the bullish, it is pretty straightforward. For open and close, so from the start on the 2nd of August, okay, until the closing 22nd of August, okay, for the past 26 years, okay, all right, it has a tendency to rise 81% of the time. Okay, from 2nd August to the 22nd of August, it is 21 calendar days, and all these currencies are optionable. Okay, so for example, let's go through, for example, like the dollar index over here, US dollar. Okay, for bearish, okay, it is the reverse. It has a tendency to go down. All right, so based on the seasonal data, all right, based on historical data from the 11th of August to the 25th of August, okay, for the past 11 years, okay, there's a tendency, okay, 82% of time, okay, the US dollars will go down, which means that for the past 11 years, 9 years, there's a tendency to go down. And from 11th August to 25th of August, okay, it has a total of 15 calendar days. So I hope you understand that, okay? But you also, okay, need to know that a lot of these futures currencies is based on the dollar. It is based on the dollar, okay? It is based on the dollar. So the dollar is actually very important over here. So what do I mean by that? Because, if, let's say, for example, okay, if it is the I'll try to write it here over here, right? So for the, like, for example, the euro, okay, euro versus the dollar over here, EU, euro versus the dollar over here. If, okay, the euro is going up, okay, which means, okay, you're comparing against another currency, which is the US dollar, okay, the dollar will be going down, okay. So again, if the euro is coming down, all right, the US dollar, it is going up. You get what I'm trying to say? It is always the reverse. If euro is going up, US is going down. If euro is going down, the US dollar is appreciating. Okay, you can say that. Okay, if the euro is appreciating, which means that the dollar is depreciating. If the euro is depreciating, which means that the US dollar is appreciating. And most of this futures currency, okay, it is paired against the US dollar over here. So which means that the US dollar, it is pretty important over here. So as you can see over here, based on historical data, okay, the US dollar, which is actually a basket of stocks, which most of it, about 60%, okay, the basket of stocks is against the euro dollar. Okay, so 11th of August to 25th of August, it has a tendency to go down, which means that, typically this period, okay, which means that the euro will have a tendency to go higher. It is always the reverse, which means that 11 August to 25th August, you can see that for the euro over here, it is somewhere around the same, 10 August to 24th August. Can you see it is the same also? All right. So of course, there are different currency, okay, like the British pound against the dollar, Canadian against the dollar, Australia against the dollar. There are some minor differences in between the date, but you can see overall, okay, Euro, British, Canadian, Aussie, Mexican against the US dollar, it tends, okay, to rise in August, whereas for the US dollar, it tends to depreciate, okay, in the month of August. All right. And let me just share with you example over here. Like for example, let's go to the dollar index. Okay, so just to let you know, in trading view, okay, there is the futures as well. So futures are 6E, okay, 6B, 6C, 6A, so on and so forth. Okay, so for example, you can just type 6E. All right, you can see that this is the euro futures. It will show you the euro futures. And for the dollar index, okay, you can just type in DXY. DXY is the dollar index over here, DXY. Okay, so back to the SeasonalVantage, I can see that from the 11th of August to 25th of August, there's a tendency for it to go down. And if you take a look at our stock chart, this is a premium indicator that I have from Larry Williams, the true seasonal indicator over here. On the dollar index, it is actually called the US dollar. All right. So, okay. So this period in August, it is actually somewhere around here. So there's a tendency for it to, drop 11 August to the end of the August. It has a tendency for the dollar index to depreciate. Okay. All right. So this is exactly what you are trying to to visualize over here. And you can see that based on historical seasonals, it tends to move pretty well over here. You can see that for the US dollars, the seasonal data over here, okay, it tends to go up, it tends to go up, it tends to go down, it tends to go down, it tends to go up, and go up, go down, and go down. But okay, you need to also realize that it is not always 100% all the time. In trading, there's nothing that's 100% all the time. Okay, if it is so certain, everybody will be making money. So you need to think of that these seasonals, okay, is for you, okay, to have a reference point, okay, to be on the right side of the trend. So based on seasonals, okay, the US dollar by right, okay, should be depreciating in the mid of July to the end of July. Okay, but okay, as I'm doing this video on the 1st of August, okay, over here, the US dollar has been appreciating. So this is against the seasonal trend over here. So what does this mean? Okay, there are a few ways that you can do. First of all, is that you trade with the seasonal. Okay, so which means the season is coming down. If it is trying to go up, okay, then you stay out of the trade. All right, so stay out of the trade. Okay, you want to be in line, okay, align with the seasonal trend. So for example, let's say for example, maybe the US dollar will ping pong for a while, moving sideways, and then like this, and then based on the seasonal data, you know that the US dollar has a tendency to go down in the mid of August until the end of August, right? So if for example, there's a price action, it starts to go down, okay, then you are pretty aligned with the trend, then you can start to, for example, to short the dollar index or to long the Euro USD as well. So these are things that you could be watching out for based on the seasonality. Okay, so which means that another example, it is based on the SeasonalVantage. Okay, maybe for the example is the British pound. Okay, 15th of August to the 5th of September. Okay, there's 22 calendar days for the past 10 years, 80% of the time it is positive. If means of the past 10 years, 8 years, it is actually positive. So let's take a look at British pound, 15th of August to 5th of September. So based on the trading view, 6B, right? 6B over here. Can remove the drawings over here. Okay, so 15th of August, it tends to go higher, right? So right now we are still, maybe somewhere start of the August over here. Let's say, for example, let's say, if the pound start to go down lower, go lower over here, and then somewhere around here, it start to go higher. Maybe based on certain price action they are watching, you can keep the British pound in your watch list. So maybe then you are in line with the trend, and then maybe you could go long. Again, this is not 100% all the time, perfect record, but I'm just giving out the scenario that what it could happen. Okay, Ken? So I think the key things that you want to take note based on the SeasonalVantage is that, the dollar, the US dollar tends to depreciate, okay, in August, from 11 August to 25th of August. This is a short time frame, okay, and the rest of the currency like Euro, Pound, Canadian, it tends to appreciate against the US dollar, okay, in August. So you want to take reference to all these calendar dates, okay, all right, and this is how you use the seasonal vantage. And for those who want to take your data to the next level, if you're trading, for example, stocks, ETF, as well, I do have an offer over here. This is the SeasonalVantage for the stocks and ETF. You can go to this website, marketwiseasia.com/SV. If you're watching this on YouTube, you should be able to see the link in the description box in the YouTube video over here. All right, so you can go over here. So this is the SeasonalVantage, and you can read through, the sales copy, okay, and then have a watch, have a view on the video on how to use it to trade the stocks as well. And just to let you know, all right, so there's this Pro and Plus version where the US, most likely you'll get the Plus version. It comes with the US stocks and ETF. With the Plus version, it comes with the free Excel data spreadsheet included. There's training video, and for this time wise, right, it is for the period between July to September, and it is only 149. Okay, so valid for until July to September for the third quarter. And right now, I do have a special discount for you guys over here. So use the coupon 10 off for a 10% off the usual price over here. All right, can just click on buy now. Okay, very simple. Just enter the coupon code. Okay, 10 off. All right, and then you have a 10% discount, and it's only 134. Okay, and just to let you know, I think you just need one trade, okay, to be profitable. So I bet most of you, if you lose one trade, it is definitely more than $100 and above. Am I right to say that? So I think, yeah, I mean, it is entirely up to you. You can take a look at the copy of this SeasonalVantage for the stocks and ETF. And other than that, okay, I thank you for using this SeasonalVantage report, and I hope that this report will be useful to you. And thank you, and I'll see you again in the next video, hopefully.